Eczema, which we also call atopic dermatitis, is in fact very common. We used to think of it as primarily a disease of children, but in the last decade, we've appreciated that it's actually quite common in adults as well. So estimates from the U.S. are that 14 to 20% of our children have this condition, and 7 to 9% of adults have the condition. So much more common in adults than we originally thought.
I've had eczema my entire life. As a young child, it was in small patches in traditional locations, and it was always itchy. Later in life, it progressively got worse. As I aged to be close to 50, probably 95% of my body was covered with very large red itching spots. And at one point, I believe only the soles of my feet and the palms of my hands were the only spots that did not have eczema to some extent. You can't hide that amount of open skin. It's nearly impossible. Makeup doesn't cover it, clothing doesn't cover it, and it's just a very uncomfortable feeling, and you feel very awkward.
Mild disease is relatively easy to improve. Not eradicate, not cure, but improve. Where we run into trouble is treating moderate or greater disease. And that is where most providers across the world struggle and feel extremely helpless in managing those patients. We're really excited about what we think is a game changer. There's a new drug that's called dupilumab and will be marketed with the name of Dupixent that we began being part of those studies about 3 years ago. This drug has really revolutionized the management of moderate to severe adults with the disease. We've been able to appreciate how dramatic the improvement is in our patients. And we've had patients with 95% body surface area who now have virtually, less than 5% skin affected, and the affected skin is very minor. And more importantly, their itch has plummeted.
Since being on this new drug, my life has changed 100%. I sometimes forget I even have atopic dermatitis. It's not apparent to me. I don't wear it anymore daily. My quality of life is normal. I've never lived a normal quality of life. This is what I feel is normal. I don't even think of myself as having eczema. And I'm living proof. This drug works. There are absolutely no side effects. I've had no side effects in 3 years other than living a full quality, non-itching, wonderful skin life. So to me, it's a miracle, plain and simple.